Okay, what we're doing today is a few more modifications. We're still stuck at home, can't do a lot of camping, so I'm going to keep on working on this stuff. So today, what we're going to do is, this is more of a personal preference. We're going to make it a little easier for us to deal with some things. We've had this cabinet down here, and currently it's got a few odds and ends in there. And a lot of it's got a toaster and a heater, and some of our lighting. So what we're going to do is we're going to move all this stuff here and free up this area. We decided that's going to be a good place to put our shoes. So that's what we're going to do, is make that our place to put our shoes and get them out of our way whenever we're camping. So to do that, we're going to take all that stuff there, and we're going to go over here on this side, and you'll see that we've got a lot of space in here, but it just needs to be better organized. So what we're basically going to do is we're going to add a shelf right in here. So I'm going to go halfway across. We've got to leave our coffee pot on this side, so we're going to have a halfway shelf. It's going to go over to the fender well, and going to work that out to where we can get our toaster up on top of that shelf and give us a little more room. So everybody's measurements will be different. So I've got my measurements drawn out here, but I'm sure everybody's is going to be different. But this is what it's going to come down to. I'm basically going to make a frame that comes across from here to here, comes across back this way, and then runs down. And it's going to rest on this wheel well in the back, right there. And it's going to go around this pipe here. So it's going to have a frame that holds the shelf relatively in place. It's going to be attached here on the front side on this piece, and probably a few places over here on this side, with probably use a nail gun for that. And then the rest of it's just going to kind of set on top. So we're going to go down and fabricate that shelf right now, and hopefully I got my measurements right, and we'll come up and it'll fit all in place. I used this thin material here for the actual shelf. Got my measurements. I'm not going to show you all the details of this. I just basically used the nail or brad gun for this, and basically it's just a piece that fits in there around that pipe that comes out of the sink. Has a little piece in the corner I had to go around, and this is what we got underneath. This is a little frame I built, and I did make a mistake back here and made my piece a little bit short, so I added a piece in there, which is actually going to be kind of nice to have an extra beef up in the back there. That back section right here will sit on top of that wheel well, and so it'll fit in there inside, kind of like that right there. And we'll see how it fits up inside the A-liner here in just a minute. And what we did here is we put some contact paper on the shelf, and I went ahead and put this edge here, and this is hopefully going to keep things from bouncing off our shelf. It'll slide around in here but won't bounce off. I don't know, it could be a little taller on the side, but for the most part it will. If we can really get bouncing around, it may fall off, but that's just to keep it up. So there it is, and again we're going to take it up there and get it installed in the camper. So there we go, we got it installed. Like I say, just set this in like this, put a couple brads on the front here, a couple here, and a couple back there just to keep us from bouncing around. It's going to be supported because it's sitting on that wheel well back there. And so there is a nice little lightweight shelf. It's going to make a lot more room underneath that sink. So kind of got our goal achieved. We've cleared up this cabinet over here underneath where we've got our microwave. I've cleared this up, and we're going to put this as our shoe area. So we will set that up for our shoes to get them out of our way, and we've moved everything that was over there over to this side here by adding this shelf. And we threw a few more things back in the back, but and then moved a few other things around, but it made up for that. Basically, we have that whole area cleared up now for our shoes. And I think what we're going to do is mount this on the inside of this door here. That gives us a little easy access to sweep a little dustpan. And that pretty much does it for this project on the shelf. Like I say, I want to continue on and show you more about the cabinets. I'm redoing the cabinets right now, so that'll be our next segment.